Hello, I'm Cassidy. What's up? The length of this video will be determined by if my toddler comes upstairs and interrupts it, because that has happened enough times now that I probably should have just saved all the recordings of her being like, "Mommy, I need to poop," but here we are. And thus the theme of this video is parenthood in tech is weird. The end. I'm a parent of two. I have a 2.5-year-old and I have a 9-month-old. They were both born in April, and they are both the cutest things on the planet. I love them so much. They're the best. And I had a lot of people message me and ask me to talk about parenthood in tech, and it's so hard to talk about it because there's so many nuances. Every person is different. Every kid is different. Every parent is different. Every situation is different. And so maybe I can just say some relatable things to you and give you space to ask questions. I've been a parent now for not a very long time. Every time I talk to older parents or more experienced parents rather, they're like, "Wow, you are in such a fun time." And I'm like, "Thanks for saying so. I'm exhausted." But it's also a really fun time. Like, my 2-year-old, she's so cute and talking so much, and she's starting to be punny and is just, like, cheeky, and it's great. And my 9-month-old is crawling and just chasing her as much as he can to catch up, and he's also a cutie. I love it. And yet, I've had 1 full night's sleep in, like, the past 3 months. And so it's like that, that dynamic of balancing it's amazing. I love it. They're so cute. I'm so tired. Maybe that's all you need to hear. I'm so tired. Are you tired too? Um, but at the same time, it's great, and parenthood, especially in this industry, has been so weird, where when I first had my 2.5-year-old, I was working at a startup that was very small, and that startup kind of relied on me, which was great, and I genuinely loved it, but a small company of less than 10 people takes a hit when someone leaves, for a short period of time. Even if it was a short period of time, I didn't have that long of a maternity leave because of that, and VCs were banging on my door saying, "You need to go back to work because the company has to survive." And then on the flip side, with my 9-month-old, when I had him, I was working at GitHub, where I am now, and it felt so cushy because they were just like, "Oh, have your time away. Don't talk to us too much for 6 months and then come back." And I remember being just like, 6 months? I am living in luxury. And my European friends would be like, "It's still not that good, but I'll take it. This is what we can get in America." But anyway, it's was both very different leaves and maternity leaves and very good leaves. The baby's coming. The baby's asleep, and now we can get back to it. Um, Long story short, the leaves were very different, but it is wild how much you have so much more experience the second time around. The first time around, I went in knowing nothing. And so if I can be a resource to you, if you are considering kids, if you have a friend considering kids, if you just want to know generally about it, I felt like I was just gobsmacked with all of the things that I didn't know about becoming a parent. And the second time around was both harder because there was 2 babies, but also so much easier because we just knew what we were doing. And, that was a really great cushy change where, again, after having the second one, having a longer maternity leave and having experience was a game changer. And if you can find a role where you have a manager that understands being a parent too, that is that's so great. Anyway, all this being said, tech is nice because it has flexibility and a lot of remote work and stuff, but it's also weird because it's kind of like get on the AI hype train or get left behind, and it's a very weird time to be a parent in tech, but when isn't it? And I think before I had kids, I was very much just like, "I love babies, they're great. I bet it's a lot of work." I didn't know the half of it. It's so much work. It's wonderful, it's exhausting, it's interesting, it has made me more efficient, it has made me both care more and less. It has made me kind of change my ideas where, like, where I definitely still prefer startups as a human. I know that this is a different phase of life. Right now, the phase of life is I want a stable job where I can do the best I can, but also know that the company isn't relying on me to exist, you know? Um, there's a lot of dynamics there, and I'm very grateful to be on a team that is full of a lot of parents, and so a lot of them get it, where if I'm like, "It's been a rough sleep week," they're like, "Okay, we know." And, like, they kind of get what I'm trying to say, and everybody's kind of there for each other in that way. So, anyway, I'm very grateful to be in the position I am. I'm very grateful to have the resources that I do, but at the same time, it's still so hard. I'm grateful, challenged, tired all the time. It's weird. Parenthood is weird. But once again, shipping side projects, doing things. I can talk about whatever you'd like on this topic, but I'm gonna cut it off there because I hear the baby stirring. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye.